I have this really weird thing with my brain, where my subconscious is an asshole when it comes to me and dreaming. A lot of the times, like I have
Okay.
very vivid dreams. I know a lot of people don't like really remember their dreams. I remember a lot of my
Right.
dreams, and a lot of the times
Okay.
they're like awful, depending on the circumstances of how I'm sleeping. And so obviously, I slept on the plane on the way back here not too long ago, and I had a dream that I was in the same plane seat, but there was like the guy sitting next to me was this like huge, gross, sweaty, overweight, like tons of pimples, tons of moles. Basically, didn't even have human form anymore. He was kind of like a blob, and he kept like trying to
Yeah.
get past me, and he would lift his arm up, but underneath his arm, his armpit hair was basically like a sword shape. Like it was like pointy, and he would like brush it past my face, and I was just like, nah, and I couldn't move. And I was like, oh no, and this guy was getting his armpit sweat all over my face. Then I was like, oh no, please stop. And I'm like lifting my arms up so that I don't get his armpit in my face. He's like, oh, what? So what are you trying to do? Like he kept getting offended by it. And then he put his hands in my mouth and just started like basically abusing and assaulting me, and this was all very vivid and real, and so it was incredibly traumatic. And I put my hands up and I would try pushing him away, like please stop. And then as soon as I try pushing the guy away, where I'm like, no, stop doing this, the person in the row in front of me in my dream pulls out their iPad and starts recording as though I'm like the aggressor, like, oh, look at this fucking guy, oh, we're gonna make sure this goes online. I'm like, no. And it was
Jesus.
fucking awful. And that is the second worst dream I've had on an airplane, with the first being dreaming that the airplane I was on was crashing. That was
Oh, okay.
awful.
God, that's very dramatic.
I'd rather crash
Ugh.
than go through that.
Oh my god.
The guy was probably American. I know it was a dream, but it was probably an American.
It was stressful. So that
I
that's
bet it was.
why I waited to tell you how my flight was, Alex.